Hey everyone! Today on Mega Technology, we've got some amazing gear that's all about transforming the way you split firewood. Let's take a closer look. A palm tree collapsing onto a church. Textbook case of something went wrong. A miscalculated cutting angle, failure to account for the crown's wind resistance, and here's the result. Instead of a precise fall, a destroyed facade and a major headache for builders. These jobs require precision, experience, and expertise. Otherwise, the tree becomes a battering ram, and the building its victim.
Here it comes.
The biggest tree, a chainsaw, and extreme skill. You've never seen logging like this before. Instant felling, razor-sharp control, no unnecessary movements, just speed, precision, and pure adrenaline. This isn't just a job, it's real lumberjack extreme, where every move is calculated and the result is lightning fast. The Cat 545 skidding tractor is stuck in a mud trap, and now the whole crew is debating how to pull it out. Some suggest jerking it free, others recommend steady pulling, while the cat itself seems content to take a break. The only question is, who will win? The machine or the off-road challenge? Standing on two wooden supports passing through the tree while cutting it down. This is a skill level beyond reason. But this professional clearly knows what he's doing. One wrong move, and not only sawdust, but also the worker himself could come crashing down. This is a true tank among logging machines. Its powerful 160 horsepower engine and reinforced tracks allow it to pull tons of timber without flinching at mud or rough terrain. The forest isn't an obstacle for it. It's just part of its domain. When a massive branch hangs over a house, disaster seems inevitable. But the experts precisely calculate the cutting angle, the tension of the ropes, and the fall point. A well-executed job turns a potential catastrophe into a flawless display of skill. Timberjack in a snowy forest isn't just a logging machine, it's a true northern predator. It plows through the snow, rifts logs, and effortlessly maneuvers them despite the freezing cold and deep drifts. This is what raw power looks like. It doesn't feel the cold, doesn't see obstacles, only the job, only the forest. A road? What road? After a heavy rain, it's nothing but a swamp, and the timber truck is now navigating an extreme obstacle course. The outcome is predictable. A sudden side flip, and the once neatly stacked logs now look more like an improvised forest sculpture. Fully dismantling an ash tree with a steel chainsaw is like the work of a watchmaker, only with a chainsaw and no room for error. A precise undercut, a powerful felling cut, and the trunk falls exactly where intended. In the heat of the job, every movement must be controlled, otherwise, the ash will decide where to fall on its own, and that's not an option. The steel chainsaw with a 160cm bar isn't just a saw, it's a monster among chainsaws. Giant trunks surrendered to it like matchsticks, and its 122cc engine gives it the right to be one of the most powerful in the world. If you're facing a forest giant, this machine will handle it so efficiently that only neat-cut logs and an amazed audience will remain. Another masterpiece in the art of removing old trees. The technique is slightly different, but the essence remains the same. Precise cuts, careful calculations, and a perfectly controlled fall. The key is to do everything right, otherwise, the tree will decide for itself where to land. This logging monster drags massive logs through extreme off-road terrain. Mud, ruts, slopes, just another workday for it. Powerful wheels, a reinforced transmission, and an indestructible hydraulic system are what make it the king of timber transport routes. A sawmill is a powerful machine, but not an indestructible one. When everything goes according to plan, it turns logs into neat boards. But when something goes wrong, get ready for a show. Sparks, flying parts, and sudden shutdowns. Breakdowns happen, and you'll see exactly how right on the screen. Just yesterday, this pine stood like a monument to a bygone era, but today, it's time for it to rest. Husqvarna gets the job done efficiently and effortlessly. Bucking fallen trees becomes a fine art. One precise cut, and there it is, already on the ground, leaving behind only a cloud of sawdust. Logging isn't just about felling trees, it's a choreography of machines. John Deere works so gracefully that it seems like the trees are voluntarily laying themselves down in perfect order. Its steel arms confidently grip the trunk, tilt it, and within moments, forest giants obediently settle onto the ground. When a storm breaks trees, people grab chainsaws and restore order. Precise cuts, the right tilt, and the storm's casualty disappears from the site without unnecessary trouble. There's no room for mistakes. One wrong move, and the falling pine will decide the fate of everything nearby. When Jack 300 shears come into play, even the tallest trees lose their crown in an instant. A hydraulic drive, steel blades, and the treetop is removed with surgical precision. Fast, safe, and no unpredictable falls. Cutting a tree isn't just a task, it's a precision art. A skilled professional makes the incision, controls the angle, and the heavy trunk settles as if it had chosen the perfect landing spot itself. No surprises, just calculated flawless execution. For one person to fell a 230-foot Douglas fir is like trying to bring down a skyscraper by hand. But he climbs the trunk, makes precise cuts, and the giant begins its final descent. Colossal scale, absolute control. Lumberjacks know how to tame these giants. When a mini excavator moves in for clearing, even large trees lose their dominance. Its powerful bucket doesn't just cut the trunk, it literally uproots it, clearing space for new projects. A Mercedes Actros with 500 horsepower, a loaded trailer, and 53 cubic meters of timber. This logging truck is forged from steel and pure power. Navigating off-road turns with ease, it confidently rolls through a challenging route, showcasing the unmatched reliability of German engineering. The most spectacular and dramatic way to fell a forest? The domino method, where skilled loggers make strategic cuts and one falling tree triggers a chain reaction. First, silence. Then, a cracking sound. And suddenly, an entire section of the forest collapses like a giant row of dominoes, saving time and effort. When a giant falls, the ground trembles. And here's that spectacle in all its glory. The colossal trunk crashes down, slicing through the air as if nature itself is applauding the moment. Good thing there's only an empty clearing below, otherwise, The finale could have been far more dramatic.